Hello everybody, my name is Tickle Me Tanner, and in this video, I'll be playing another map called Pirate's Life. Bring up with Pirates Yo-Ho! Anyways, that's basically Pirates of the Caribbean. I love that films. So, I played this map before and I completed it. So this is Pirate's Life, but I'm gonna record right now because I haven't recorded it, of course. And the design and the jumps are really cool. The ship, I guess. And here we are.
Checkpoint reached.
We are inside the ship. We are the captain's. What do you call that? Captain's steering wheel. Capitan. Or Spanish. This is where we go. There, I kind of forgot how to do it, but I guess not that hard. It's towards here. Bring up your parties, yo ho. Okay, I remember now. Okay. Okay. I would like a
Checkpoint
ghost
reached.
jump. You uncrouch immediately and jump, you won't bump your head. That's the cool thing, I guess. Let's go to the right side. The sea is always right. Rings of Power. You don't know the reference, that basically Rings of Power reference. When Isildur, no, not Isildur, his father. Got his father's name, but wow, wowzers, that was odd. Yes, it isn't as precise. C is always right. I don't know why, but I guess it's always right. The judge. I don't know. Probably just their term. Ugh. Frick. Well, better to save jump than reset. No freaking shot. Anyway, so I don't really know what to commentate. I know, let's talk about One Piece. I have something, my big gripe with the One Piece series, not anime, both mediums, three mediums actually. I mean, probably two mediums only because the live action isn't there yet. The live action actually improves it. So pacing, one of the biggest factors in One Piece issue is the pacing. My goodness, I couldn't digest it with that slow pace and whatever. Yes, it's adventurous, but even in modern standards, I just can't grind that they went to this sort of villages before they head out. Like, I don't understand. There's some sort of realism to it, but it's just isn't for me. It took me like three tries just to rewatch. I mean, to continue where I left off. For example, I would stop at episode 14. This is just an example. Somewhere about Syrup Village or somewhere. The problem is the pacing. It's just too slow. I guess that's because of the studio itself, Toei Animations. Compared to anime studios, Toei itself is ridiculously slow. And I guess this is because of profit first. Why do I keep fumbling on that jump? That's a problem. There's some video, okay? So typical Filipino fashion. I tried video okay once. I guess I was pretty good in my own world. Without people watching, of course, because I'm too shy to do that sort of thing. Wow. Why do I keep fumbling a very easy jump? Let's go back to One Piece. Pacing. The issue e- exists even in the later arcs. Like, for example, one of the most popular arcs and well loved, even though I don't like it, is Wano. I don't know what's so good about it. I'm just not a big fan of it. Samurai thing. Just it's been done to death.
Checkpoint reached.
That isn't the issue though. The issue is that just not a big fan of it. Guess so. Not how to do it. Alright. You remember now. No! Alright, but at least we aren't hard reset. Pretty cool, huh? Up your buddies, yo ho. There we go. So that was pretty cool.
Checkpoint reached.
And we've teleported closer to this haunted whatever. This is probably the Davy Jones locker. I assume it is. These are slippery, so be careful. Oh no. Luckily, I'm just that good. I'm just that good. I'm just that dog, bro. Don't slip, Tickle. These are some of the easiest jumps. If I slip, I mean I suck. Go. Still confused on this jump. It looks hard, but when you do it, it's not that hard, I guess. Just odd. I like the positioning here.
Checkpoint reached.
It's a shipwreck in the real world. And then, spoilers alert, I haven't even show you that level yet, and I'm yapping. No. So again with One Piece, the issue is the pacing. Let's move on from the pacing. The problem is that it no longer is the focus, or the crew is the focus. So when that happens, the story often gets more interesting aside from the crew, because the crew is no longer the focus. What I mean is that the author itself couldn't make any more dynamic moments between, or even conversation, like a normal conversation. It rarely happens. I mean, there are normal conversations about that occurred before, but most of them are just forgotten, and it's a shame because this was one of the my favorite moments in the pre-time skip. Even though how flawed the pre-time skip was, I enjoyed it quite well because of cool how cool how post perspective for the characters are. So I get a sense of, yo, are they gonna, oh, what did I fumble there? How are they gonna survive this? So they're gonna do some bullshit thing, which is very funny, but it gets stale. I mean, to be honest, I'm not a big fan of Gear 5. The idea of something much more grander as a reveal to be part of the main character is very already common trope. Destiny ridden. Destiny sort of prophetic things. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, Game of Thrones actually did it best because you got a lot of characters thinking that they are the prophetic thing that they perceive themselves to be, when in reality it often is a subvert of expectations, which is very good. Unlike season 8, that was not a good subverting expectations. But the writing on these prophetic dreams of they are the inheritors of dragon. They were reborn as the dragon. That sort of thing is actually very good because you got this one character who is very who has seen visions that the dragon egg something, and then in the end it's not actually literally a dragon egg, it's egg himself that hatches to become a Targaryen because he is a bit shy, he isn't confident, and because of that it's actually pretty good twist, even though it's not grand. It's actually good character development wise because Egg is very shy, reserved, a bit spoiledy brat, but because he's a royal, of course. But nonetheless, he is very attentive, and because of his adventures with Duncan, he has grown fondness of the common folk. Duncan taught him everything. Aside from that, their travels also taught him how to be a leader, and he's basically just a guy that wants to have common people rights, and the lords doesn't want that because it affects them. When the normal common folk has rights, the most effective of all is the rich because they could no longer exploit these people once they know too much. And we are the shipwreck. This is honestly really cool. What do you call that thing? Shipwreck. Then go inside. Reveals to
Checkpoint
be
reached.
I guess I don't know how the creator does this thing with the running water, but it is pretty cool. Um, is is this unplayable if it's not custom game browser? Oh my goodness, man. This is bad. This is honestly really bad because I played this in custom game browsers and these are moving things or spinning, I guess. But now I can't reach the other platform if they're not spinning because they're only locally hosted. I mean custom. It has to be hosted online to spin. So we have to sacrifice one thing to cheat. I mean, you guys could understand it, right? I had to do this. It's necessary for the showcase of the map. It is necessary. Part is a bit tricky, but once you get a hang of it, it's pretty cool. I guess there's a mark now that we cheated, but hey. No! Okay, at the very least, it saved me. I thought it's complete reset. Now what? Can't particularly reach this, so we have to cheat our way, and I just did. Don't fall tickle. And here we are. No freaking shot. Anyways, oh my goodness, the dogs are so annoying. I don't know why. I think there was someone feeding them. That's why they're barking. Not particularly sure because I can't see stuff because it's very dark there. Their backyard. If falling here. I guess this is the ghost ship because it's all green. Signify as a mysterious land of the dead where the ship now lay. It's actual ghost ship haunted because it's shipwrecked beneath a cove or a cave thingy. And we made it. Ring? There we go. I believe the checkpoint was right here. Then you could just forward under jump. Get out of the mess. I guess. Not too bad. Not too bad. I think we're very close to the end. So anyways, One Piece. Aside from the pacing and the destiny stuff of Year 5, I just don't think I could enjoy it right now because even the recent arc is not that great. God Valley. God Valley is not. There weren't many battles. One of my biggest gripe is the clash piece. It's just clashes. There's no more what do you call that? I think we made it. Yeah, this is the finish line. So we are in the end. The problem is the clash piece. What I mean to say is that it's always clashes. One character will propel itself forward, the other will meet the other, and then they'll clash. That's basically it. When they clash, that's basically what we're seeing. And either one gets thrown off or the other is stalemate, whatever. And most of these fights by these old generation people that are being shown to us in the flashback are in stalemate. So the only thing that actually won here is Garp. because he managed to make three future emperors flee. Big Mom, Kaido, and Whitebeard was running. Whitebeard, Lightbeard, Runbeard. I don't know what the term, but yeah, crazy. So the issue is that whenever they clash, it's basically just shown that there's no choreography. There's no character moving to this side to dodge or flanking attack or even trying to or think of a tactics. It's always just clash piece, and it's very boring. This is the reason why I like pre-time skip more because there's uniqueness in fights, creativity. A character has to go all out literally with their brains just to win against Eneru, against Crocodile, three times using unique things, and there's also yeah, there's lots of factors, and in the end, the generic thing they beat them, but it's better, actually better, because it feels earned. Yeah, in my opinion, that's why I'm not a big fan of the current Clash piece because it is a jumbled mess, and I prefer if they choreography. I mean, the anime could always choreograph it, but the problem is that these are two mediums. What if you just read the manga? What if the other people will listen to you? Just watch the anime, bro. Like, what would you react to that? That's honestly like a bad example or excuse. Using outside material to justify the work that you didn't put yourself. For example, 343. They have amazing commissioned books by the authors that they hire, and these books kind of like Krypton's, um, Silentium, and basically the Forerunner books. And then Halo 4, um, I mean, the problem is that most of the best moments or the explanations occur in the books. That's the issue. So you play the games, the Halo, and most of it is explained by the book. What if you didn't digest the book? That means, oh, just need to do research your book in order to get it. That's actually bad writing. And for authors like Oda, he's most of his in-world explanations from SBS is honestly bad writing because he himself would not include it in the story. At the very least, include it on the what do you call that? Cover page. Cover page has stories and CP9's cover story and even Venture of Kuzan and Van Ogre was pretty cool, and that's honestly good background world building. But including a story or details of the characters, their backstories on an SBS, is just lame. It's outside material. At the very least, cover pages are part of a manga form. SBS are just outside, so it's very bad writing, and I'm not a big fan of that sort of excuse. But yeah. So, anyways, I beat the map already. This is actually the finish line, and I guess that's it. Thanks for watching, and if you've been listening to me yapping, I hope you enjoy this video, and it's called A Pirate's Life. Anyways, thanks for watching. Have a great day.